Hello, so for today's video this is going to be a look for the Friends and Revolution collection. So I already tested out this palette in the first two videos, so I'll link them in the eye and down below and stuff so you can go and check them out. I've only got this palette out today because I'm going to use the highlight shades in it today, and also done a look. Obviously yesterday's video would be with the Rachel mini palette, so today we're going to use again the Rachel mini palette so you can get a different look and obviously a different feel for the whole collection, rather than me being like, I bought the whole collection and here's me using one palette and you don't see the rest. I want to give it a fair chance as well. I want to, you know, recommend what's good to you and blah 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 blah. So yes, that's what we're going to do today. So I've already done brows, and I don't know what's going on with them lately, but they're just not having it for me. Like, they just want to misbehave. Like, usually this one's really bad, and then this one's good, and then this one's good, and this one's bad, and whole big thing. So we're just going to look past it because I think they need a bit of a wax anyway. But anyway, moving past all of that, I'm going to first put some highlight on the brow bone. So like I said, I'm going to take this big palette. So this is like the Friends Ultimate Limitless something palette. But I'm going to take Mr. Heckles, which is, no it's not, I'm going to take Ugly Naked Guy, which is this shade, and just use that for brow highlight. Obviously you don't have to buy this whole big palette, it's just because there's highlight shades in it, I still wanted to sort of show you this and show you that they're really pretty if you didn't want to look back at the other two videos. Obviously you can get any pink gold sort of highlights anywhere. If you want really good affordable ones, I highly recommend their sister company, Revolution. They come in like a, let me show you. They come looking like this. Super beautiful, like that same sort of shimmery colour, and they look almost the same in the patterns, like that really beautiful wet dewiness. So I highly recommend those. So I'm just going to take it on a Crown Brush C510 and just pop a little bit of that underneath the brow. Also you can get obviously the big Friends mirror, and I have a hair scrunchie in as well. It's got like little lobsters on it, super adorable. So now I'm just going to prime the eyelids. So this is the MAC Soft Oak Paint Pot, and I'm just going to take it on a Kaimer Cosmetics brush. They're a little indie brand, they make some gorgeous products. So I'm just going to place this on the lid. So I've just stuck some tape down. So this is what the Rachel palette looks like. If you want to see swatches and everything, that's in the first video. So in yesterday's video, I sort of used more brown tones. So now I'm going to stick to like the pinks and stuff. So I'm going to take Pushover, and I'm going to take it on an angled brush. This is some Blush Tribe. She no longer, I don't think she's doing Blush Tribe anymore. I think she has a different company, I believe. But it's a really good brush. It's just a nice angled brush. So I'm literally just going to take this as liner. And then just to buff it out, I'm going to take this crown brush. So this is a C431. And I just buff this to almost create a wing. And then we can go in and add more colour after. See how it just like makes almost a wing shape for you, rather than you trying to draw on lines. And then you can go ahead and add the colour back through, because obviously we lose some of the pigment buffing that much. But I just love how eyeshadow works for eyeliner. Just taking that shade again and just going over it. And then we can just go in and just fill in the rest of like the eye. I'm just literally doing eyeliner at this point. Then on a Spectrum B06, I'm going to go and take just a tiny bit of Barney's, which was the middle shade, and a little bit of Dinosaur as well, just like mix them in and just sort of buff that through the crease. I'm not looking for a whole lot of definition, just a little bit of something there. And I'm just going to further sort of buff that out. Like I said, I really just want a little bit of product there. So I'm taking that on the Crown Brush C429, yeah. Then I'm going to take 90s from the palette, which is that baby pink shade. And I'm going to take it on the Spectrum A16. And we're just going to place this all over the lid. I'm not too fussed if it gets on the liner. If you like sort of don't want that way, then obviously put on the lid colour first and then the liner. I'm just taking the crown brush again and just buffing that through. If it goes up into the crease, I'm not overly fussed, just because obviously the crease doesn't have a lot of work anyway, so I just want it to be really pretty there. And that's basically it for the eyes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to obviously do this eye off camera, apply my base, my lashes, all of that stuff. I'll come back for face highlight and lips. In yesterday's video I used like the Rachel collection. Today I'm just going to use a different gloss from the collection. Obviously you'll see like Monica and Phoebe with the palettes and stuff. I want to keep that to the palette first before I go ahead and sort of use it with other things. But yes, this is just it. It's just something so simple, so pretty. I actually thought, I don't know, like I was like, oh, I don't think I'm going to enjoy this palette as much, but it's got this nice array of like browns and then these little pops of pink. So say like you wanted to go brown and then just like a little pop of pink in the inner corner, like black winged eyeliner. Like it's just so pretty, and I feel like it's very fitting to Rachel. Like I feel like Makeup Revolution have really impressed me with this collection so far. Obviously we've still got bits to test out, but I mean I'm so happy so far. So yes, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, so the rest of my face is on and everything I'm wearing will be listed in the bottom bar. So I'm going to go back into the Big Friends palette and take Ugly Naked Guy again. And just put this on as highlight. So pretty, this palette. And the highlight shades are gorgeous in it as well. Sometimes like when palettes come with the highlight shades, they're a bit like iffy. But these are just like, yeah, just so pretty. Then on a Spectrum A12, I'm just going to go back into the highlight shade again and just take a bit down the nose. And a little bit on the inner corners. Then to finish the lower lash line, I'm going to go back into the palette and take Pushover again. And we're going to push this close to the lash line. And then just buff it out slightly with the crown brush. Then on the B06 we're going on to Barney's and Dinosaur and just run that along the bottom as well. And then I'm just going to take some mascara. So this is the KVD Go Big or Go Home, but you're literally going to see none of this. You are going to see my mirror. So I was going to do like a black liquid lip and then the Ross gloss on top because I feel like it would be so pretty. But this look is like just too pretty, I feel like, for a black liquid lip. Yeah, I think so. So I think I'm just going to stick with the gloss today. So like I said, this is the Ross gloss. And yeah, again, packaging is so beautiful. It's got little monkeys on it, little Marcells. And yes, I hate the scent of these, by the way, they stink, but they are super pretty. I don't know how this is gonna be. Okay, so she's pigmented. Because typically when glosses are pigmented, especially this bright, they can be like hatchy. This is kind of really nice. Okay, so this is the finished look. I love how it turned out. I just think it's super beautiful to have like the pop of pink with the pop of pink lips, and yeah, I'm so impressed with the little Rachel palette. I think it's super beautiful. The shimmers are in like wet and like shimmery and so pretty. So obviously the next 3 videos will be I don't think I actually said at the beginning, like it's 7 days of back-to-back like Friends Makeup Revolution videos. So the next 2 I think will be Monica, and then we'll finish it on just one Phoebe. So yes, this is the finished look. So don't forget to subscribe, come back tomorrow because obviously we're going to play around with the Monica palette. And yes,